Hello, I'm Elena. Let's talk about something that happens quietly, almost without notice, until one day you look across the couch at your partner and realize you feel completely and utterly alone. You share a life, a home, maybe even children, but you're living in separate worlds. The conversations have become purely logistical, about bills, chores, and schedules. The laughter has faded. The easy intimacy you once shared now feels like a distant memory. This is emotional distance. It's a silent poison in a relationship, and it's one of the most painful experiences you can go through, precisely because it's so quiet. It's not a loud fight, it's a deafening silence. Many of the people I advise come to me feeling hopeless in this situation. They think the love is gone forever, but what if I told you that in many cases the love isn't gone? It's just buried. It's buried under layers of misunderstanding, resentment, and a lack of connection. In this video, we are going to walk through a step-by-step guide to gently, patiently, and effectively clear away those layers and find each other again. Stay with me. Understanding why emotional distance happens. First, we must understand the root of the problem. Emotional distance is rarely a conscious choice. It's a defense mechanism. It often grows from a few key seeds. The first is unresolved conflict. Every time you have a disagreement that doesn't get fully resolved, it leaves behind a tiny emotional splinter. One splinter is nothing, but hundreds of them. Over years, they create a protective wall. You stop opening up because subconsciously it feels unsafe. You think, why share my feelings if they'll just be dismissed or lead to another fight? The second seed is life stress. Think about it. Careers, financial pressures, raising children, aging parents. Life is demanding. It's so easy to slip into what I call business mode as a couple. You become partners in managing a household, but you forget to be partners in life, love, and emotion. You're both so exhausted from just surviving the day that there's no energy left for connecting at the end of it. And the third, most subtle seed is assumed knowledge. After years together, we think we know everything about our partner. We stop asking questions. We stop being curious. We assume we know how they feel or what they think, so we stop checking in. Curiosity is the lifeblood of connection. When it dies, intimacy begins to starve. Do any of these sound familiar? Identifying the source in your own relationship is the first crucial step. It's not about placing blame. It's about understanding the map of how you got here. The first step, creating safety before you even talk. Now here's the mistake 99% of people make when they feel this distance. They try to fix it with a big, dramatic, we need to talk moment. As we've said, this is like trying to perform surgery with a hammer. It creates panic and makes the other person retreat further. Your first goal is not to talk, it's to create safety. Your partner's emotional defenses are high. You need to signal that it's safe to lower them without ever saying a word about it. How? Through small, consistent, nonverbal actions. I call these micro deposits into the relationship bank accounts. For 1 week, your only mission is this: make one small positive deposit each day. Bring them a cup of coffee in the morning without being asked. Send a text in the middle of the day that says, I was just thinking about you, hope you're having a good day. No questions, no demands. Put on their favorite music while you're making dinner. Offer a simple non-sexual touch. A hand on their shoulder as you walk by. A brief squeeze of their hand. These actions seem insignificant, but they are incredibly powerful. They send a subconscious message. I am on your team. I care for you. I am not a threat. You are rebuilding the foundation before you try to build the house. Do not, under any circumstances, try to have a deep conversation during this week. Just make the deposits. Patience is your greatest tool here. The gentle conversation, using the right words. After a week or so of creating safety, the environment is now a little softer. The ground is more fertile for a conversation, but the conversation still needs to be handled with immense care. Schedule a time. Don't ambush them. Say something like, hey, could we find 15 minutes to just connect this evening? I'd really love that. The phrase connect is much softer than talk. When you do sit down, use this framework. It's called the I miss us approach. Start with vulnerability. Begin with your own feeling. Use this exact phrase. Lately, I've been feeling a bit disconnected from you, and it makes me sad because I really miss us. Let's break down why this works. I feel is non-negotiable. It's your truth. It's not an accusation. Disconnected is a neutral word. It's not blaming them for pulling away. And I miss us frames the problem as something that has happened to the couple, not something one person did. It makes you allies against a common enemy, the distance. After you say this, your next step is the most important and the most difficult. You must be silent. Let them respond. They might be surprised, they might be defensive, they might say nothing at all. Whatever their reaction, just listen, don't interrupt. Your goal in this first conversation is not to solve everything, it is simply to open the door, just a crack. Rebuilding curiosity and shared experiences. Talking is only one piece of the puzzle. Connection is rebuilt through shared experience. You need to create new, positive memories to replace the void. I want you to think back to when you were first dating. What did you do? You explored. You were curious about each other. We need to reignite that. I suggest implementing 2 things. First, a daily check-in. This is not about logistics. It's 5 minutes at the end of the day to ask one question. What was the best part of your day, and what was the most challenging part? This simple question opens the door to emotional sharing without the pressure of a big, "How do you feel about our relationship?" talk. Second, a weekly novelty. Once a week, you must do something new together. It doesn't have to be big or expensive. Visit a different park, try a new recipe together, go to a bookstore and pick out a book for each other. The novelty is key. When we experience new things, our brains release dopamine, and when we do it with our partner, we associate that positive feeling with them. You are, quite literally, rewiring your brains to find joy in each other's company again. Rebuilding a connection that has frayed over time is not a quick fix. It's a gentle, deliberate process. Imagine your relationship is a garden that has been neglected. You wouldn't go out and start pulling at the plants frantically. You would start by gently removing the weeds, improving the soil, adding a little water, and making sure it gets sunlight. You would nurture it back to health. These steps, understanding the roots of the distance, creating safety with microdeposits, using gentle language to open a dialogue, and rebuilding through curiosity and shared experiences, are the tools to nurture your relationship back to life. It requires patience. It requires you to lead with empathy, even when you feel hurt. But the connection you have with your partner is one of the most important foundations of your life. It is worth fighting for, and it is worth healing. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like. It truly helps others who might be feeling this exact same way find this guidance. And for more advice on building stronger, healthier relationships, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. But I also want to hear from you. It's important to know you're not alone. In the comments below, without sharing overly personal details, tell me one small micro deposit you are going to try this week. Sharing your commitment can be a powerful motivator, and it will inspire others in this community. Thank you for trusting me with your time. Remember to be patient with yourself and with your partner. You can do this.